Well, from amid the destruction in Colorado, there are extraordinary tales of rescue, of neighbors helping neighbors, people reaching out and helping others. In Drake, Colorado, a man named Edward Egloff helped save 22 of his neighbors by painting a message for help on a rooftop. He and his wife, Sarah, then gave up their seats on a rescue chopper over the weekend to make sure their neighbors got out first. Two of those neighbors, Leroy and Marge Rady, ended up being rescued by a telephone company helicopter that was in the area assessing the damage. And the Egloffs just got rescued a few hours ago. We're happy to have both couples joining us now from Longmont, Colorado. I'm so glad you're all here. Edward, a lot of your neighbors credit you with saving their lives because of the message that you painted on the rooftop. I understand that you didn't want to leave anyone behind. Why was that?
Well, I have compassion for others. It's bad enough that we had the destruction that we had. I didn't want to have our area wind up with any people that perished in this. It was just a bad situation that I tried to help out my neighbors.
And Edward, I know you did a tour in Iraq. Did your military training, did it help prepare you for this kind of situation?
It helped quite a little bit, trying to prepare, trying to decide where a chopper will land and where it can get in, making sure that we had enough area for them to land safely and be able to get us out. A lot of that was that determination and drive that the Navy has put into me.
And I understand you actually carried a neighbor, a piggyback to the chopper.
Yeah, she's an elderly lady that has trouble with breathing and stuff, and with the steep terrain that we have out there, it was very difficult for her to maneuver. So the easiest way I could figure to do it is go ahead and get her to carry on my back and get her out to the chopper so she can get out.
And Sarah, I understand you had the opportunity to be rescued a couple of days ago, but you didn't want to leave your husband behind. You actually gave your seats to other neighbors.
Yes, my friend Eileen, her husband was working in Estes Park. He works for CDOT, and she had no communication with her or anything, and I wanted to get her out so she could talk to Bill so that she knew that he was okay, and the two of them. I thought that was the best thing to do, and I was not going to leave my husband.
Well, Leroy, I understand that you were one of two people in this group of neighbors who needed oxygen. How do you stay calm in the days before you were rescued? That must have been so scary.
Well, when you're 81 years old, you don't get too excited, and you just try to help whatever you can, and you learn to pace yourself to where your breathing keeps you going.
And your wife, Marge, you were actually rescued, both of you were rescued by a telephone company helicopter that was in the area to assess the damage on Saturday. Can you walk us through, Marge, what happened?
Well, they were alerted to come in and land, and they were supposed to, it was telephone company fellas, they were supposed to check out the area. Instead, they decided to rescue us, and we got on the helicopter and away we went. And you know, I had the dog with me too. I was to take care of my daughter's dog, and fortunately we got stuck up there, and I took good care of him, and I had to figure out how to get him home to Loveland, and so we got on the helicopter and he had the best ride ever.
I bet. Probably his first time in a chopper. Well, I'm so glad that you are safe and that all of you are safe. And Edward, you were reunited with your son today.
That's correct, Anderson. He's a good kid.
Well,
he's been helping out even on the backside here. He's helped Leroy and Marge and some of the other neighbors that were displaced when they got back. Getting them to rental cars, making sure they made contact with the right people and their friends or relatives, and he's a great kid.
Well, again, I just think you all are such good neighbors and lucky to have each other, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us tonight. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Anderson.
Thank you.